right. 102.7 WNEW, it's Opie and Anthony. Hey, hanging with Jeffrey Ross. I guess he's like our new friend. He's been in here a couple times.
I like being in here, man.
Getting to know him a little bit, Anthony.
Yeah.
Just got back from Cuba.
Who the hell goes to Cuba? It's amazing. And I've never known anybody that goes there.
Really?
You must have just exhausted every other place on the globe if you chose Cuba.
Well, it was between Maine and Cuba.
Maine, huh?
No. You know, it's New Year's. It's the millennium. When am I going to do that?
Yeah.
It's very rare that I could just disappear, no work.
So you spent New Year's, though?
Yeah, New Year's Eve. I went to a party. I went to a party, then I went to a disco. The discotheque. Let me tell you what this place is like. The men's room attendant was a goat. You throw your garbage on the floor and he eats it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's really, really in the middle of nowhere.
Third world.
10-hour drive from Havana, which isn't exactly Paris. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful city and beautiful people, but I was really out in the world.
I'm sure you didn't have to worry about the Y2K problem down there. They don't have computers yet, so I think you were just fine down in Cuba, right?
I left on the 27th, so it was just when Seattle decided not, you know, they were kind of on maybe we will, maybe we won't. And
right.
I was Y2K to death. I just hearing it.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to this guy right in Havana when I go, I asked him about Y2K, in my broken Spanish. And he goes, no comprendo que es Y2K. And I said, oh, God, I'm in the right place. They didn't even know what I was talking about.
That's good.
It's not everything. It's so weird. Could you imagine you go to every store, you go to check in at the airport, and you give them your locator number, and they have to write it down and go check and see if you have a reservation. It's not all
Right. Pressing buttons or anything. They're looking through paper.
It's people doing work. Something you don't see anymore.
You didn't feel a little scared, though, the airport?
The airport, it's like the people, they can't rob you. They can't rip you off. They can't do that because, if you sell meat, you're not allowed to sell meat.
Really?
Beef.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 years in jail.
6 years for selling meat?
You know what I'm saying? So you know you're not going to get taken. It can't happen.
Right.
There's a lot of people looking for a hustle and stuff like that, and help you find your way around, or to find chicks and stuff like that. They'll help you.
Plenty of chicks to buy? Maybe? Nah?
There's a lot of beautiful women in Cuba. I'm going to have to leave it at that because I'm on the radio. God.
What did you eat?
The national dish of Cuba is a ham sandwich. Without the ham. I stayed at with friends and way out in the boonies, and the food was delicious. So we stayed with she was a great cook, and they make do, and they really put together nice shrimp, and it's by the beach, and you can really put something together. But when you're on the road and the rest stops, and they have this place called Rapidos, they're like 7-Elevens, but with they only have 3 things, and they're the same place all over. It's pizzas with ham on it. They're frozen pizzas.
Right.
But they're basically mostly bread. A little bit of sauce and cheese, and they put some ham on it, or you don't have ham on it. Pollo, fried chicken, which has the texture of steak. It's tough.
Whoa.
And make that 2 things.
All right, let's... John, what's going on?
How you doing? This is Joe.
Oh, Joe, you were in Cuba?
Yeah, I performed at Guantanamo Bay down in '88. And
what are you, stripper?
down near the Marine barracks, there was this abandoned bank on the Cuban side, and they would have workers come in. They would strip search them, coming and going every day. It was quite interesting.
All right. Quite interesting watching guys getting strip searched.
Well, it was an interesting thing how, what they would go through. But I tell you, it was very, very wild on the U.S. side, inside the base. So if Jeffrey ever gets a chance to go back down there and perform on the base, I highly recommend it. The military women get awfully lonely down there.
Yeah, I bet.
All right.
Well, all right, thanks, guys.
Well, thank you, John.
And that's what you want, the Army broads, because they're the most attractive ones. It's just like Stripes. You're going to see P.J. Souls in a uniform.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Who's your sergeant?
Jeff, you're next. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
I was in Jamaica, and they have, flights that fly over to Cuba. It, takes 2.5 hours. And I don't know know what part he was in, but I think I landed in a marijuana field. And you got guys with cigars and glasses, just like the movies, carrying Uzis. And I don't know where he was. And, you know, dogs, they're eating dog. I mean, it just bugged me out.
Maybe you missed the island. And
I don't know, but yeah.
I think you were in Staten Island.
Yeah, it's Staten Island. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say, guys. Hey, what's that, a train?
No, you did all right.
No dope down there.
All right, thanks.
People must be scared crap.
You know, no, the people are
drugs.
Yeah, there's no drugs because it's the end of your life.
Right.
Firing squad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how they feel about drugs?
It's a communist dictatorship. There's no drugs. There's no, it's not happening.
Someone's got to be sneaking drugs somewhere in that country.
It's all about rum.
Uh-huh.
You know, they get rum. It's everywhere, straight. It's delicious. It's like candy. You know, it's full of sugar, and it's $3 a bottle.
Right.
And it's delicious. They call it Cuba Libre, rum and Coke, and it's like drinking a lollipop. It's so good. They put a lime in it.
Maybe that's where the crack is.
In the rum.
In the rum.
The rum and the beers are like, they're really strong.
Yeah.
I'm borderline. I'm like literally one Christmas party away from being a drunk, I think.
That's what the commies like doing, keeping their population drunk.
Yeah, they were definitely partying.
You waking up there, Jeff?
I feel great.
You look tired. You going to be all right today?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to smoke these cigars?
Yeah. You can light up one of the cigars.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have a boss today, right?
You want one?
Wow, that's going to puff in here. Sure.
Oh, this is incredible.
Smoking Cuban cigars live in the show?
I got
Why
these
not?
at Port Authority. Is that all right? These are Monte Cristos. These are
Oh, yes. Those are the biggies.
Those are the ones we were smoking
You
down
can
there.
get one, Ann. I'll pass.
They say Havana on it. Havana means Havana.
Yes.
I don't have a cutter.
I'm trying to...
Uh-oh.
That could be a problem.
To get out.
No, you bite it. Come on. People cigars. He's got a little thing. Yeah, this is cool.
Ah, the little
This is
scissors.
fun. We'll celebrate the New Year. A little Cuban cigar.
And Jeffrey Ross is going to help us out with the Rock interview. Rock's coming in a little while.
He's a pussy.
Uh-oh. Nothing wrong with that. We're kind of concerned because he's got the Rock character that he is on the WWF. But the interviews we've seen him on, he's been Dwayne Johnson, who he really is. He's like, because the Rock on TV is like...
Like what Sable's doing? Like what Sable does?
Yeah. You know, the Rock is kind of like, hey, I'm the Rock, and I'm the, he's always talking about how great he is and everything. And then he's on the interviews, he's like, yeah, well, buy my new book.
I'm Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, smell what The Rock's cooking.
He wants to act, probably, and you can't act as The Rock. It's easy.
Maybe that's
What's
it.
this? Oh, look at that.
We got a razor blade. What are we going to do? Coke, too? Jesus Christ.
No, we're going to cut these...
He's got, like, the blade.
Perfect. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I need a light, an ashtray, and a couple of broads.
And you're all set. We got a bunch of little kids outside the studio.
Oh, my God.
Really?
You know what they call, I had a joke. It's really fun for me as a comedian to make people laugh who don't speak English. It's like who've never seen
What a
me.
challenge.
And the thing that got everyone cracking up is I would call Ricky Martin whenever he came on.
Mm-hmm.
He would come on in Spanish and the disco and stuff. You can't buy it, but they know what it is.
Right.
They think all pop music is the Backstreet Boys. They don't.
That's the ashtray.
And they think I called him Ricky. My buddy and I called him Ricky Marty Cohn. Ricky Marty Cohn, and they would crack. That was the funniest joke you could say.
A little late with the cigar cutter, but thanks. I knew somebody was going to come down with one of those.
I'm gonna light mine.
There goes Jeffrey Ross lighting up a big fat Cuban.
Fat Cuban. Look at that. We have authentic contraband right here in the studio. What embargo? Don't know what you're talking about.
Start chewing on that bad boy, man. Look at him, man. Puff away.
Thank you.
There you go.
Lucy, I'm home.
Hey, Fred. And what do you think?
Tastes good. Who the matches? You get the other side. This place is going to be a...
That's all right.
We're
the last show of the day that broadcast from here, so.
I love the studio.
And what are you thinking, man? It's like
they're strong. And you know what the best cigars are? They have the local ones. No, they have nothing written on them. They're just rolled in these little towns.
Yeah. You should have brought some of those home. Oh, he probably did. He's keeping those for himself. He's not stupid.
It's like literally, it's for like 50 cents. You get 10 of them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There, you know.
Wow.
All right. I'm just going to sit here and puff on a Cuban.
That's okay. Patiently waiting for The Rock. I guess we could take another break, and The Rock should be here in a few minutes. We're going to continue our interview with Jeffrey Ross, and we'll bring Rock into the fold as well, Anthony, okay?
All right.
And don't forget Jeffrey Ross at Caroline starting tonight at 8 p.m.
Boy, I got a buzz.
And playing all weekend.
Through Sunday.
Through Sunday.
Yeah.